Hi everyone, today we're visiting Wayneflete Tower in Esher, which was part of Series 13, Episode 4. And we're very lucky to be joined by the owner of Wayneflete Tower, who featured in the programme, Penny Rainbow. Penny, hi.
Hi, hello.
Thanks for joining us, really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
So when Time Team visited, that must have been quite an interesting time for you. I'm just wondering if you can tell us a bit more about your memories.
Oh, Dani, it was the most magical week. So wonderful, and I'll treasure it always. The discovering of the foundations for the main castle building, for the keep, was incredible because we got that sense of scale, and then Mick the Twig's dendro results, which placed Wayneflete Tower before Farnham's gatehouse, was amazing. And then to hear from Jonathan that Hampton Court Palace craftsmanship was so poor compared to Esher. And, we have established that Esher was the precursor to Tudor architecture. It is late medieval. It's not a Tudor palace. It's all exciting, and the Time Team experience was amazing.
I'm just wondering if you could give us a very quick recap about the history of Wayneflete Tower.
Yes, Wayneflete Tower was built in the 1460s. It takes its name from William Waynflete, who was Bishop of Winchester and Lord High Chancellor of England. And it was the gatehouse to his palace.
Amazing. And can you tell us a bit about what came after Waynflete?
Yes. Following Waynflete, we had Cardinal Wolsey reside at Esher while he was superintending the building works at Hampton Court. Later, when he fell out of favour with Henry VIII, he was banished to Esher. In fact, Henry VIII resided at Esher when Jane Seymour was at the final stage of her pregnancy because the plague was prevalent at Hampton Court Palace. During the time of the Spanish Armada, Richard Drake resided at Esher, and he held captive 3 Spanish grandees and their attendants, and Queen Elizabeth visited him there. Later, we had a governor of Jamaica create a Jacobean residence. And then in the 18th century, Henry Pelham, who was soon to be a prime minister, our 3rd prime minister, in fact, commissioned William Kent, who created a grand property in the Gothic style and landscaped the gardens, similar to Chequers today. We've had a lord and lady, a stockbroker, American actress, and the catalogue of visitors and guests and owners is quite astounding.
That really is, that's quite a list, isn't it? And there's some,
yeah. I could add to it, but we'll be here forevermore.
There's some seriously famous characters from history that are involved, aren't there? That's amazing.
There really are, yes. Yeah.
So the dates that Mick the Twig came back with were 1462 to 1472. So this is around the time of the Wars of the Roses. So it's actually it predates Tudor times, doesn't it?
Exactly.
It's fantastic to get that early date. But what was it like digging in the trench with Phil?
Oh, it was fun. I mean, there was a lot of banter, as you can imagine, with him. Just to get a sense of scale, we were able to calculate where the Great Hall was located and the arcade, all from that discovery. It was amazing. I had no idea that it was in my back garden. I assumed it would be quite some distance away. So it was fabulous, brilliant.
There's that brilliant bit where you refuse to let Phil stop digging. You're sort of like, no, you're going to carry on.
Exactly. And that's how we realised that we had that lovely octagonal shape. So, I really encouraged him to keep working. And they work a long day, a very long day.
Yeah, I know. It's not all pints and...
No.
Well, you can see why people do like to go and have a pint after the end of a really long day.
I was invited for a pint, but unfortunately my children needed a bath and a bedtime story, so I had to decline. They've now left home, by the way.
Well, in fact, actually, I believe there's another excavation that you've had since the Time Team excavation.
Yes, just the following year, I invited Surrey Archaeological Society to come along because we'd demolished an ugly garage, and they confirmed the William Kent foundations. They found shells that were used for insulation, clay pipes, ceramic vessels, and even a stunning glass wine bottle.
Wow, fantastic.
It's in mint condition. It's absolutely beautiful.
How old is it, the bottle?
They think 1760s.
Fantastic. That's always amazing when you find, because it's quite rare that find an intact glass bottle of that date and age. Oh, that's fantastic. And I also hear that you've been doing your own research and you've actually brought out a book. And can we have a look at it? You've got it there.
Yeah. The Tower of Esher, A Complete History.
That looks like quite a tome.
Yeah, it took 17 years to research.
Wow.
And the research obviously still goes on.
Can you tell us a little bit about what's in it?
Well, it's broken down into chapters of the characters, whether they be owner, resident, or visitor. And then a large chapter is dedicated to the architectural development, which include many drawings and illustrations. And also there is a chapter on the archaeological discoveries as well. But in all, there are more than 250 illustrations in the book, some of which have never been published before.
It sounds like a great book. Why can people find out about where to buy it?
I have a website, so it's best that people go to the website, www.waynefletetower.co.uk.
Fantastic. Penny, it's been a real pleasure being able to catch up with you, to hear about those subsequent excavations, hear about all your memories digging with Phil in that trench. I'm really glad that you made ensured that you carried on digging, because otherwise that octagonal tower, the turret, would probably not have been discovered, would it?
Yeah, it was fabulous. It was wonderful.
Brilliant. Thanks so much for the update. Really appreciate it. And we can put the link up again if people are interested in buying your fantastic book.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Take care.
Thanks, Penny.
Bye.
We can't do any of this work without you, so please subscribe, back us on Patreon, and make sure that Time Team comes back again.